Hello everyone, my name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. Thank you for joining me today for Vital Fitness, and I hope you're all taking care and staying safe. Let's get seated in our chairs here. We want a chair that doesn't have wheels underneath, and we're wearing comfortable clothing that we can move around in. This is an all abilities exercise class, so feel free to adjust whatever movement that we do. So let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. One more time. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So for this all abilities exercise class, we'll start off with a little bit of warm up. We're going to start with our head and our neck moving side to side. So go ahead and look to one side, straight ahead, and then the other side. And we're just doing these slight, small movements to begin with for the day. You can practice deep breathing here as well if you'd like. And also, it's just your head and your neck moving, not quite your whole torso yet. We'll get to that in a bit. Okay. This time, let's look up to the ceiling, look straight ahead, and then down to the floor. Don't forget to breathe whenever you do any stretches like these. And as always, if you ever feel the need to take a break, we do save these videos every week so you can come back to them whenever you have the time to or whenever you want. Okay. Look straight ahead again here. This time we are going to pull our shoulders down. So I'll come a little bit closer here. Pull those shoulders down, and we are going to lean one side. And if you feel a stretch right here on the side of your neck, that's what you should be feeling. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. And release. The other side, I mean. Remember, you're not meeting your shoulders to your ear, but it's simply your ear trying to reach over until you feel a stretch right there on your neck. Let's inhale and exhale. Let's try that again now. Other side, remember to pull those shoulders down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And switch. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, moving down to our shoulders this time. We are going to roll our shoulders forward. So I'm going to turn a little bit to the side here so you can see. But roll your shoulders as though you're making small circles with your shoulders. Feel free to make those circles a little bit bigger as you get used to the movement and warm up. And let's roll it backwards this time. And if you ever need to take a break and have some water, go ahead and have that. You don't want to be dehydrated, so you want to make sure you're paying attention to what your body needs this whole time. Okay, relax those shoulders. Okay, let's take another deep breath in and deep breath out, and we'll do some belly breathing. And to do that, we are going to have our hands right on our stomach, placing that on our stomach, and we are going to inhale through our nose all the way in, and then imagine as though you're inflating your belly. So you're breathing in, all the way down to your belly. So go ahead and take a deep inhale, hold, and then exhale it all out when you're deflating that belly. Again, with the belly breathing, inhale through your nose all the way down to your belly. Hold hold, and then exhale it all out. So belly breathing is a nice way to be able to kind of stay grounded, stay relaxed. You can do this at any part in your day. I know research has said too that it helps kind of calm down and de-stress as well, instead of keeping all your breathing right here at your chest, kind of that type of breathing can actually increase any stress that you might have. So try some belly breathing when you can. Okay, this time let's go down to our arms this time. We are going to stretch one arm out to the side, just straight out the side. Imagine as though your fingertips, they're pointing all the way out to the side. They have beams of light going past them, if that makes sense. And then you are putting your arm in front of you. I forgot what I was doing for a second. Other side. So stretch those hands, fingertips pointing all the way to the side, extending, and then putting your arm in front of you. When you put your arm in front of you, try not to turn your torso like this, but keep your torso facing the front the whole time. So stretching to the side first, and then putting your hand in front of you, putting your whole arm in front of you. So then you get to feel quite the stretch on your shoulder, your arm as well. And don't forget to breathe as you do these stretches. We will do one more on each side here. And relax those arms. Okay, we're gonna move down to our hands now this time. Let's go ahead and stretch our fingers outward as wide as we can. And then we're gonna curl into a gentle fist, no need to clench. Again, stretch fingers out, and then curl into a gentle fist. And keep on going, taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. Really slowing down that movement and feeling your fingers slowly outstretched and slowly come back in. Okay, feel those fingers outstretched again. Have your palms face the floor. Rotate that to face the ceiling. So, floor and then ceiling. Feel free to move at your own pace, whatever works best for you. Taking deep breaths in and out. You can leave your fingers outstretched or relax them, up to you. Okay. Come back to your hands now again. We are going to touch each finger with our thumb. Just going through each finger. And again, feel free to go at your own pace. Change up the order if you'd like a bit of a brain challenge as well, an exercise for your brain that is just as important as the rest of our body. And let's finish that up. And shake that off, or if it's too painful to do this, feel free to kind of wave it off as well. Whatever works best for you. Okay. We are going to go further down now to our torso. So we are going to turn our torso side to side. So remember when we were just doing our head and our neck? This time we're going to have our shoulders follow as well. Kind of a slight twisting motion with our core. So go ahead and look to one side, shoulders following, and then look to the other side. Warming up with this exercise. Really make each move intentional. Don't just kind of go like this. I mean, you can, but really try and breathe through that movement. Kind of try to pinpoint what muscles you're using. And really just go through that movement one at a time. Okay, if you feel ready to, feel free to look all the way back behind you if you would like for an extra stretch. And then other side. So kind of imagine as though you're being aware of your surroundings, looking all the way back behind you, feeling more of a stretch in your back and at your sides because you're twisting a little bit farther. And don't forget to breathe. One more time here. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Okay, I'm going to drink some water. Don't forget to drink water as well. Okay, so our upper body is pretty warmed up here a bit. Let's move down to our legs this time, starting with our feet and our ankles. So, go ahead, have your feet flat on the floor. And what we're going to do is we are going to lift our heels off the ground, and then we are going to lift our toes off the ground. Lift our heels, set them down, lift our toes, and then set those down. Just rocking back and forth, feeling that stretch, that tension that's being kind of built up. A lot of heat building up too, with moving these joints, these muscles that we have. Okay, go ahead and rest your feet flat on the ground again. This time we are going to do some seated marching. So we're lifting a little bit higher up now, going back to our thighs. Let's go ahead and lift one knee off, lift one foot off the ground, and then lift the other foot off the ground. So lift one off the ground, and then other off the ground. And we're just slowly going through this right now. It might feel pretty easy, but sometimes the slower you go, the more difficult it actually is. Because then you don't just let gravity kind of pull your foot down. You really ease through that movement, take your time with it, which can make it more challenging. Now, if you can't lift your legs so high up, that's okay. If you can lift it even higher up, go ahead and do that. Again, it's an all abilities exercise class, so feel free to do whatever movement makes the most sense for you at a comfortable range of motion. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. Let's get our heart pumping a little bit faster here. That might mean you're not lifting as high. If you can, and you'd like to challenge yourself to continue lifting at the same height, go ahead and do that. Have to build up the stamina sometimes to be able to move your legs that fast. And let's try and move as fast as we can now with our legs. And slow it back down. Cool off. Take deep breaths in and out. And relax those feet on the ground. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, we are going to do our sit to stand exercise now. So if you've done this with me before, feel free to choose whichever variation makes the most sense for you. I'll show each of them at least once here. But let's get seated in our chair. Make sure your back is straight and it's away from the back of the chair. So you don't want to be touching the back of the chair here. You want some room underneath your legs. Feet flat on the floor. Posture is upright the whole entire time. And we want to be looking up the whole time. We're not really looking down at the floor and stretching over like this, because then that just increases our momentum to kind of go downward instead of up. And this is a momentum based sit to stand. So we want to stand and look up. Okay. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Okay. First motion is simply leaning forward in your chair, however far that makes sense for you, and come back seated in our chair. Again, inhale as you lean forward, looking straight ahead. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time now. Inhale and exhale. The second part to our sit to stand is standing a little bit off our chair, maybe 2 or 3 inches off the chair, whatever works best for you. If you can't lift off your chair or you choose not to do it today, continue leaning forward and coming back. This is still a really good exercise that you can do to slowly build up that strength too. So, I'll show what this looks like with no chair in front of me, so not the chair-assisted version of this second part to the exercise, but let's put the two together. So the first part, we're going to do our first part where we just lean over, then come back. We're going to do our second part where we lift a little, and then come back. Okay, take a deep breath in, and deep breath out. Okay, first part, leaning over, no lifting yet. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Use those arms for momentum. Inhale. And gently back down. Exhale. So that is just using your arms for momentum. To do this with a chair or anything else in front of you to help you out to get up, you can have that right there, right in front of you, and you can use that to kind of help you come up like this. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. First part, just lean over, forward, no lifting. And exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. And gently back down. Try not to flop down. Exhale. So that's what the chair-assisted version looks like. I'm going to set this aside. And then I'm going to show one last variation here where we use not just our arms for momentum, but also our legs for momentum. So what that looks like is we kind of start leaning back and lifting our legs at the same time. So if you watch my legs, I'm lifting them off the ground a bit, leaning back, and then I'm going to use my legs and my arms to kind of help me get up and off that chair and then gently back down. Okay, so let's put the two together. We are going to do our first part where we lean forward, no lifting yet, and then come back. Second part, we're going to do our lift just slightly off the chair and then coming back. Okay. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. First part to our sit to stand, we are going to lean forward, no lifting. Come back. Lift a little this time. Inhale. And exhale. So 3 variations. Pick whichever one makes the most sense for you. And we are going to do our very last part to the sit to stand, where we stand all the way up after building all that momentum from leaning forward, lifting a little, and then getting all the way up on our feet. And then we will do that twice here. So take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. First part to the sit to stand, no lifting yet. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. Exhale. Stand all the way up. Inhale. And set those arms down. Exhale. We're going to try this again, but before you sit back down, we're just going to take a step backwards. Feel that chair behind you. You know where it is. You know where you're going to sit down. And we're going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Gently lower ourselves as we exhale. Okay, let's scoot to the edge of the chair again here. Sit on the edge of the chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders rolled back. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. And don't forget to look up the whole entire time. Okay, first part, our sit to stand. Lean forward, no lifting. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. Exhale. Stand all the way up now. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, stay standing for the folks who'd like to continue standing. If you'd like to stay seated down, we'll show variations of that. And take another drink of water here before we keep on going. Okay, so we are going to warm up our ankles one more time here before we go on to our leg exercises. What we're going to do is we are going to extend one foot out in front of us. I'll come a little bit closer here. And we're going to draw a circle with that foot. So draw as big of a circle as you can with that foot. Hold on to that chair for support, or really practice your balance if you would like. To help balance on one leg, it helps to look at one point on the wall and just focus on that point. Okay, other direction now. Same foot, but just circling the other direction. I know I'm staring at a house plant that I have here to help focus and really kind of clench that core to keep your balance. That often helps. Okay, other foot this time. Extend that leg. Draw a circle with your foot. I forgot to mention that this should look the same for if you are sitting down. Simply just extend a leg out in front of you and draw a circle. Okay, switch directions. Take deep breaths in and out. Our ankles, they are our strong base of support, so we want to make sure we keep them nice and mobile the whole time. Okay, shake that off. A little bit more warmed up now. Stand behind your chair this time. You're going to hold on to the chair for support and for balance if we need to, but we are simply going to go up on our toes and then back down to the ground. So simply lift those heels and then set them back down. Try to keep the same speed for when you're going up and going down. Keep going if you are standing up. For the folks who are sitting down, we were already doing this earlier before. Simply lift those heels up. If you want to feel more of your weight, make it a bit more challenging, go ahead and lean a little bit forward, and then you're starting to feel that your legs are working harder. It's kind of carrying this weight that you suddenly shifted forward. So that is a way to challenge yourself there. But you can always just lean back and do this as well. So up to you. Keep going now. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for this last one, let's hold for a second and gently back down and relax. Kind of feel those calves start to burn a bit. Okay. Let's stand about an arm's length away from our chair now this time. So we're going to place, this is for anyone who's standing up. I'll show what the seated variation looks like in a bit. But we are going to put one foot in front of the other. The key, if you're standing up, is to keep your feet flat the whole entire time. And we're going to shift our weight forward. When I shift my weight forward here, watch my back leg. It's nice and outstretched. It's not bending like this, but it's outstretched. I'll come a little bit closer here so you can see. But go ahead and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And release. Other side now this time. Step in front. Other leg is stepping in front this time. And then we're going to shift our weight forward. When that weight shifts, make sure your feet are flat and your back leg is outstretched. You should feel a stretch kind of right here, especially if you keep it as outstretched as possible. Okay, relax. Do that again. I'll show what the seated variation looks like. So for the folks who are seated down, go ahead and sit on your chair, extend one leg out. Don't lock that knee though, keep that knee nice and soft. And the difference is your feet are not flat on the floor, but they're actually pointing up. So they're flexed and the toes are trying to point up to the ceiling if they can. And you're going to lean forward. However far forward you can until you feel a stretch. Once you feel a stretch kind of right here on the underside of your leg, that's all as far forward as you need to go. And relax. Switch sides. For the folks standing up, switch sides if you haven't yet. Again, extend one leg in front of you. So if I try and kind of turn my leg to the side here, my other leg is outstretched. Keep that foot nice and flexed. Toes pointing to the ceiling if they can. And then lean forward. Keep that knee soft. Don't forget to keep it soft. We want to keep it safe. And relax. One more time now. So for the folks standing up, switch one more time here. I'll join you in a bit. But again, leg outstretched. Toes pointing to the ceiling if you are sitting down. And then lean forward and extend that leg until you feel a stretch right on the underside of your leg. And relax. Switch to the other side and I'll show it one more time standing up. So feet flat on the floor if you're standing up. Go ahead and shift that weight forward. Keep that back leg outstretched. And we are going to relax and stay standing for just a little bit more here. Let's take some belly breathing again, a couple breaths. Place your hands on your stomach. Again, remember to take a deep breath in and inhale all the way down to your belly. And exhale all the way out. Let's try that again with a small pause in the middle. Inhale all the way in, filling up that belly as though it's inflating like a balloon. Hold, and then exhale all the way out. One last time here. Inhale all the way in. Hold, and exhale all the way out. Okay, so this time let's go ahead and do one more standing exercise here. You can choose to hold on to the chair if you need that support. You can also just have your hands on your hips or at your sides, whatever works best for you. But we are simply going to move one step to the side, feet together, step to the side, feet together. One step, feet together, step, feet together. So if you're holding onto a chair, you kind of holding on to right in front of you like that. And if you're seated down, keep going if you're standing up. You are stepping one together, other together. And you're shifting your feet side to side. If you know the two-step in dance, then go ahead and do the two-step. Feel free to add your own music if you would like. I don't personally have music on this, simply so everyone is able to hear me. I want to make sure you can hear me on my end. Okay, I'm going to show what the challenge for this move looks like, seated down first. And what that looks like is to lift your leg as you move it to the side. Lift it again. Do that again. Lift. Lift again. So I am lifting my knee up. I'm kind of imagining as though I'm stepping over something that's in front of me this time. And this is what the challenge looks like. Seated down. If you are standing up, keep on going if you're seated down. If you are standing up, the challenge that you can add to here is for every step in the middle, you're going to squat, straighten out, and then feet together. Step out, squat, mini squat, feet together. Step out, mini squat, feet together. So squat, imagine as though you are sitting in a chair. So you're kind of sticking your glutes out here a bit, your butt. And imagine as though you're sitting in a chair. And a full-on squat is kind of like a pretty low seat, but you can do whatever height makes the most sense for you to do. What that looks like from the front again is step to the side, mini squat, and feet together. Step out, squat, feet together. Let's do this 4 more times here. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's go ahead and sit back down in our chair. We're going to do it the same way as we did earlier. So stand right in front of your chair. You are in contact with the chair. You feel the back of your legs touching the chair, and you know where it is. You know where you're going to sit down. You're going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and slowly lower ourselves in the chair, nice and controlled. Okay, sitting back down again. Don't forget to drink water if you need to. We are going to come back to our upper body. We'll give a break to our legs. And let's take a deep breath in. Inhale through your nose again. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let's stretch out those arms again, nice and wide. And we are going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Stretch a little bit farther if you can. What I mean by that is my arms here, they're right at the sides, and then I'm going to bring them a little bit back behind me to kind of opening up that chest, feeling my back muscles kind of clench a little bit here. And again, let's inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. So, okay, what we're going to do next is we are going to bring our hands right in front of us. And what we're going to do is we're going to have our palms meet right in front of us and then open up like this. So we're having our palms meet right in front of us and then open up our arms. Palms meet in front of us, open up our arms. I'm going to come a little bit closer here just so you can see. So palms meet in front of us and then open up those arms. When you feel ready to stretch a little bit more, go ahead and slightly curl your back as you have your palms meet in front of you. So slightly curled back, palms in front of you. And then open up that chest and bring those arms back behind you when you open up like this. So slightly curl that back. Feel a nice stretch right here at your chest. Feel that stretch transfer to your back. And really just pay attention to what your body needs here. If it is not used to doing stretches like these, feel free to make it a smaller motion if you would like. Take deep breaths in and out here. Because we are stretching, we want to make sure we're getting that oxygen nice and even all throughout our body here. One more time. And last one. And relax. Take another deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out, exhale. I know my arms got pretty tired. The longer you have it up, it gets heavier each time. So go ahead and relax those shoulders. And this time we are going to grab a weight if we have one. If you don't have one, you can just clasp your hands together. I'll actually show what that looks like first. But have your hands, palms meeting each other, fingers kind of interlocked, nice and ready to go. And then we're going to extend. I'm going to step a little bit back so you can see my arms. Extend up above you, and then bring that behind you. So what it looks like from the side, hands are nice and outstretched here above you, and then you're bringing your arms back behind like this. So this is what it looks like without a weight to hold on to. You just have your palms meeting each other, fingers interlocked while you're doing this. You can do this if you're starting to feel tired as well. If you would like a weight with you, I just have 2-pound weights here. You don't want it to be too heavy unless you are trained to do that. You've been training to do that. Go ahead and have that right there. And just go through this movement. Remember to keep on breathing. I usually inhale here. Exhale when I push up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to let go of this actually. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And last one. Exhale. And slowly bring those arms back down here. If they're starting to feel tired, that's the same for me as well. So as long as you are not feeling any pain, sharp pain when you do that movement, go ahead and keep on doing it. You might just start to feel that muscle kind of fatigue and get tired. And don't forget to drink water as well. So, okay, let's extend our arms off to the sides again here. One more time here with our arms, we are going to draw some circles. So, I'm drawing a circle to the side here on both sides. This is what it looks like. Right here, you can see that circle I'm drawing with my hand, my fingertips. And I just have both arms nice and outstretched on my sides. Okay, rotate that circle the other direction now. Same exact thing. Take deep breaths in and out as you do this. And if you're like me, you're starting to feel your arms get really heavy, quite heavy. And so we're going to end this in 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Inhale through your nose again. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let's relax our arms. They've been working hard, so we're gonna set them down here. We're gonna come back to our legs now this time. They had a small break, so we'll do a little bit more with our legs. What we're going to do is we are going to extend both feet out in front of us. Uh, Depending on what your leg strength is, sometimes you might only get it a little bit off the ground, or we could get it completely out straight in front of us. Do whichever way makes the most sense for you. And we are going to extend those legs right in front of us. Feel free to point the toes or flex them, but we're going to do some flutter kicks. So really feel those thighs kind of work hard here. Your muscles are tensing as you do this. I know that when I flex my feet, I feel my calves also tense when I do this. Or point those toes, I feel the front of my leg working hard as well. And we're just going to do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it right there at 1. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Oof. Take a deep breath in and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose all the way to your belly. Hold. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Hold and exhale it all out. Okay, so we had both legs up at the same time. This time we're just going to work on one side at a time. So pick whichever leg, left or right. I'm going to choose my left first. I am going to extend my leg out in front of you, my left leg, and then I'm going to put that leg down. Extend that same leg right in front of you, and then put it back down. Extend that leg right in front of you. Remember, it's only one side doing this. Extend the leg right in front of you and back. Last one now here. Extend and come back. Switch to the other side now. Same thing. Remember to just stay seated in your chair. Nice and good posture here. So I want to have your spine straight. Extend that leg back down to the floor. Remember to keep the same leg the whole time as we do this movement. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to do one more here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Okay. Whew. Let's take another deep breath in and inhale here. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Let's do our sit to stand exercise this time again. Feel free to do whatever variation makes the most sense for you. Just remember, you're seated at the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders nice and rolled back, and then we're going to take a deep breath in and inhale, take a deep breath out and exhale, and we're going to do one of each movement here as we build momentum to stand up. So, first motion, let's stretch forward, feel that stretch, whatever makes the most sense for you, and then come back. Lift a little this time. Inhale through your nose. Gently sit back. Last one. Inhale through your nose. And hands down. Okay, take a deep breath in again here. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. So again, if you need to hold on to a chair for support, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can have your hands right here at your hips if you'd like. We are going to slightly bend our knees. We want to keep our knees nice and soft the whole way through. And what we're going to do is we are going to do some hip circles here. So isolate those hips. What I mean by isolate is to just imagine as though the hips are the only part of your body that's moving and that's guiding the movement, really, because your legs are moving because of your hips. But remember, all the movement starts from your hips, and you're trying to isolate that movement. And switch directions. This looks different if you are sitting down. So if you're standing up, you're isolating this movement. Imagine as though you're balancing something on your head, maybe a set of books or something. Whatever it is you're balancing it on your head. You're not moving like this, even though that creates a bigger circle. You're not doing that. And that's what you should look like while sitting down. But if you're standing up, you can't really isolate in that way because you are moving your upper body and shifting that weight to different parts of your leg. And you're just doing a slightly different exercise, and it's completely okay to do it this way. Feel free to adjust as needed as well. Switch directions again. We're going to try this one more time on each side. But if you're sitting down, you can't really do that whole balance something at your head because you're moving your whole entire upper body here. So that's completely okay. Keep going. Remember, if you're standing up, you don't want to have those knees locked in place. Now keep them nice and slightly bent. Switch directions. Last time now. Feel that stretch. Be aware of your body is, where it is in space. Understanding that movement. If you're pretty aware of that movement already, feel that weight change within different parts of your feet. It might be hard to imagine if you're not used to doing this, but you can build that I'm forgetting the word now, but you can build that mindfulness with where your body is. And so feel that and relax. Okay. We are going to do a bit of some Tai Chi exercises here that we teach. We have a Tai Chi class coming up in November, and we have one right now, an advanced Tai Chi class happening. So if you're interested in either, feel free to leave a comment or email us, or not email, but message us on Facebook if you'd like. But let's do some Tai Chi practice here. Hold on to that chair for support if you need to. If you don't, go ahead and just rest your arms at your sides, feet nice and flat on the floor, and knees slightly bent, nice and soft here. We are going to simply shift our weight to one leg, and then come back to center, shift our leg to our other leg, come back to center. So feel that weight shift to your right, center on your feet, equal weights, and then more on your left. When you lean side to side like this, try not to kind of bend your body to the side. You're not doing this kind of lean, but you're simply shifting that weight that's in your core here, kind of left and right. So you're keeping yourself upright the whole entire time, and your feet flat on the floor the whole entire time. So this is actually kind of a workout for your ankles. I know I feel it most because we are testing our ability here of how far we can go to one side. So we have our limit here before we're off balance, and our limit here as well before we're off balance, but keep the feet nice and even and flat on the ground. Okay, so same thing here, but this time when We lean to the right here. Most of our weight is on our right. We are going to lift our toes on our left. So if you look at my feet here, I am leaning to the right. Most of my weight is on my right leg, and that frees up this foot to lift those toes up. So I'm lifting the toes up here, coming back to center, shifting my weight left, and that lifts my right toes up. So we're practicing just our ankles again here, lifting those toes, lift the right toes up. So lean to the right, feel that weight on your right, and lift your left toes up. Lean to the left, feel that weight on your left, and lift those right toes up. And over time, you might feel your muscles and your calves start to get a little bit tired, but this is a practice that we do in Tai Chi, our Moving for Better Balance Tai Chi Chuan class. That is a fall prevention based Tai Chi. So sometimes when we move along with life, we forget to lift those toes. So, when we're walking, we kind of forget to lift those toes, and that could end up with us tripping. So we're simply just practicing lifting those toes up and making it a kind of I'm forgetting the word again here. I'm forgetting a lot of words today. But we're making it an automatic movement. There you go. An automatic movement to lift your toes up as you go through this. So we want to make sure we're lifting those toes. So again, shift your weight to the right. Feel that weight on your right foot. Lift your left toes up. Shift your weight to the left. Feel that weight right here. And then lift those right toes up. Your toes can be pointing the front the whole entire time. I'm simply kind of pointing it to the side here just so you can really see how I'm lifting those toes. You can't really see it when I'm, pointing my feet to the front. It's a little bit hard to see. Okay, same thing here. We are going to lift that heel up. So if you watch my feet here, I'm going to lean to my right side. Most of my weight is on my right. And then I'm going to lift my left heel. So if you look at this foot, I'm going to lift my left heel off the ground. And then I'm going to come back to center. Shift my weight to the left, lift my right heel up. And then come back to center. So same exact thing. Instead of your toes lifting up, you're lifting your heel up and off the ground. So I'm going to face the back here so you can see it a little bit clearer. Hopefully it's a little bit clearer. But I'm lifting that heel up and off the ground. So I'm leaning to the left here, most of my weight right on my left leg, and then I'm lifting that right heel up, center. Most of my weight on my right leg, lifting that left heel up, and then center. So hopefully that makes it a little bit more clear. Okay. And I forgot to mention the most important part to all of this is that we are breathing the whole time through. So you can inhale through your nose as you lean to one side. Exhale when you're back at center, nice and stable. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, the last part to this stand. The last part to this weight shifting is lifting your foot completely off the ground and then setting it back down. So we're not simply shifting our weight like this, where it's actually pretty fast happening here. We are really going slow, nice and slow in this movement and really challenge our balance. So if you feel the need to hold on to a chair, go ahead and do that. But shift to one side, lift that foot up, and then and gently set it back down. Shift to the other side, lift that foot up and gently back down. When we land with our feet here, we want to land with our heel first. So try and have your heel hitting and being in contact with the ground first before the rest of your foot. And that just practices again us lifting our toes. So keep on going. I realized I forgot to show what this looks like seated down, so keep on going if you're standing up. But you're doing the same thing. You're shifting your weight to one leg and then shifting to the other leg. So we're doing the exact same thing here. Our weight is just kind of more in our thigh area rather than the ankle. So you can do this the same way as well. So let's go for 8, 7, 6, land with that heel, 5, 4, don't forget to breathe, 2, and 1. And relax. And we're going to end with some breathing here. Place those hands on your stomach. We're going to inhale through your nose. Feel that belly all the way up. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose all the way to your belly. Nice and inflating that belly. And then exhale it all out. One last time here. Inhale through your nose. And exhale it all out. So your bottom half of the body has cooled down a bit. Let's go ahead and stretch out our arms one last time here. Arms outstretched to the sides here. And then we're going to wrap our arms around us. Imagine as though you are hugging yourself, giving yourself a big bear hug here. We're going to inhale and squeeze. And then exhale, release. Again, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Switch arms. So your top arm will now be your bottom arm. Same thing, inhale, squeeze, and release. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, release. And let go of those arms. Let's have our head and our neck again stretched to one side. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Other side. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Okay, thank you for joining me today. My name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living program. This is our Vital Fitness All Abilities exercise class. I will share a link here to our newsletter, our October newsletter. Feel free to check out that link for any of our new classes or events. I know I mentioned earlier our Tai Chi class, so feel free to kind of look into that newsletter. You'll find a registration link if you would like, or to simply contact us via Facebook or our email. Our email is Vital Living, so VITALLIVING @ESNS.org. And thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.